Hello friends, welcome to chess training. Myself Nikhil Joshi welcomes you to my academy, Live Chessbook Academy. In this first video, we are going to learn about movement of pieces, movement of king, elephant and camel. Before we go to the topic of movement of pieces, let us first learn something about chessboard. Our chessboard has got 64 squares, 32 white and 32 black. When you keep the chessboard in front of you, please make sure that on the right hand corner of your hand, on your right hand corner, there is a white square. Whether you are sitting on the white side or you are sitting on the black side, white square will come on the right hand corner. Now let's go to the movement of pieces. Let's begin with the movement of king. The king can move one step at a time anywhere around him, up, down, on left hand side, on the right hand side, cross, like this. So we will do one thing. Now I will move my king and I will capture the black pawns. So white plays king into pawn, going on his right hand, king f8. Now he goes in a cross line. He goes down and white king goes on a cross line. So remember, the king can move one step at a time. I have chosen these examples in such a way that the young children can easily understand these. I am making these videos especially for the young children. So when you are giving them practice, please keep the pawns or any coins at a distance of a 1 square and tell them to capture that pawns or pieces. So see, here it was black's chance to play. Black plays king takes pawn, going to his left hand, king into pawn, going on diagonal. Now black king goes near the white pawns. He captures one white pawn and on the next step he captures another. Let's go for the next example of king's movement. As we have seen, the king can move one step at a time around him. So white king first captures this pawn, then captures the knight. Now he goes to attack the black's elephant. King captures the elephant and king captures the camel. So as we have seen how the king moves and captures the opponent's pieces and pawns. Let's go to the next example. In this example, it is white to play. We will now learn about the movement of elephant or rook. See, the elephant or rook moves on a straight line. It can be a standing line, it can be a sleeping line. So let us see. White observes that my king is standing on the my elephant on the straight line is attacking this pawn. So he goes and captures the pawn. Now he looks on this line. There is nobody here. So he looks on the sleeping line. Now he looks on the standing line again. Now sleeping line. Now the standing line. Remember, the rook or elephant can move any number of pieces. It is not necessary that he has to move one square or two squares like king. He can move even from one end of the board to the another end of the board. Now black moves his king. We can see that there is no piece either on the sleeping line or on the standing line. So white moves his king here, and you see what he has done. First he went to the line of the black knight, and now he captured it. And now white rook captures the bishop as well. So let's go to the next example. In this example, it is white's chance. White observes that there is nobody on the sleeping line, neither on the standing line. So first he goes on the line of black pieces. White captures the camel. Now he captures the horse. Now he goes on the line of black pawn. White captures black pawn, and now white captures the rook. Now white rook attacks the black king as well as the bishop. So now you see what happened is, finally white rook attacked the black king and the bishop, and he captured the bishop. Let's see one more example of rook's movement. It is white to play. There is nobody on the standing line as well as the sleeping line of the elephant. So white goes rook g6, going on the rank of the black pawn and knight. Now white captures the black pawn. White captures the knight, and he captures the bishop. Now there is nobody on the standing line or the sleeping line of the rook, so he first goes on the line of pawn, captures the pawn, now goes on the line of the black pawn and captures the black pawn. So friends, I hope you have realized how to move the elephant or rook. So what has happened is, now we will learn about the movement of camel or bishop. So in this position it is white's turn to play. Remember, the bishop or camel moves on the diagonals, on the cross lines. Okay, so you see, in this position our bishop is attacking this pawn on the diagonal. So white captures him. Now this pawn is on his diagonal, captures another pawn. Now this pawn is on the diagonal, and now white captures the black knight. Finally captured the black elephant or rook. So we have learned that the bishop or the camel moves on the diagonal. Let us see one more example of the movement of camel or bishop. See, our bishop is attacking this pawn, this pawn. Both of them are on the diagonal of the bishop. So he captures this fellow. White moves king, captures another fellow, moves king. White now goes on the diagonal of the black pawns, captures this fellow. He moves here and we capture another fellow. As we have seen, the bishop or camel moves on diagonal. Remember one thing, friends, about the bishop or camel. If the bishop or camel is running from the white color square, he will compulsorily run on the white color only, and if he is running on the black color square, he will compulsorily move on the black color only. I hope you have understood this thing. Let's see one more example of movement of camel or bishop. White observes that the black pawn is standing on the line of this bishop. So he goes and captures that fellow. Black moves king, captures another fellow. Now there is nobody on the diagonal of this bishop. So he first goes on the diagonal of black rook and knight. See friends, this is how we should give the practice to the young children. Keep the pieces or pawns on the diagonals or the lines of the bishops, and then ask children to capture that pieces one by one. When the young children learn to capture this, they will automatically completely learn the movement of pieces. Now white attacks the king and the horse. He moves and we capture him. So as we have seen the movement of the bishop moves on the diagonals, and remember, if you watch these videos again and again, you will be able to completely learn the movement of pieces. So friends, if you are liking my videos, please share my videos with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a very nice day. Thank you so much.